Hi folks, and welcome back to Travels with Hannah and James, and today we are in the beautiful city of Ghent in Belgium. Ghent is the historic capital of the Flanders region in Belgium, and as such it has quite an imposing castle. Known as Gravensteen, which translates literally into Castle of the Counts, this is a medieval castle that dates back to 1180. It was originally inhabited by the Counts of Flanders, but not for particularly long, and in 1353 it was basically abandoned and then repurposed into a court, a prison, a mint, and it has even served as a cotton factory. Eventually abandoned, it was finally restored between 1893 and 1903 and is now a major landmark in the city. As with most museums of this sort of genre nowadays, there's an audio guide tour that takes you around the entire building. However, I would say in comparison with other audio guides, this one is particularly quirky. It's done from the point of view of someone who lived in the castle during its heyday, but it's quite gruesome and goes into a lot of detail about executions and torture of prisoners. Speaking of which, this is the oubliette, where you put people to forget about them. Outside, you can see just how well the walls have been restored. In one of those towers there's even an old medieval toilet that dumps straight into the moat. Lovely. There's even an authentic medieval traffic cone. It's really quite an impressive structure and definitely worth a visit if you're in Ghent. After the castle, we decided to go for a scenic canal boat ride, and I'll let the lady in the boat do the talking for a while.
Heel goedemiddag, welkom aan boord. So this was the inside of the city. Most of the important business houses or guild houses are on this side. For instance, the beautiful house over there called the the Guild House of the Stonemasons. House for grains and for cereals. De grote zwarte was dus een spijker. Hier gingen granen and you will see them appearing over there behind our former post office. So the one right in front of us is called St. Nicholas, the Church of the Shippers Guild. The middle tower was a belfry, a military watchtower, and in the back is our cathedral, St. Bavon. If you want to make the perfect picture of the three towers in a row, you go on the bridge. De laatste jaren is het vooral gebruikt als cultuurcentrum van de Gentse Universiteit. So this magnificent 13th century black building in the typical stone from the 11th, 12th or 13th century, a dark limestone from Tournai. Schuiten, originele schepen die werden getrokken door paarden. Het ging niet op de rivier, maar op een... So, the building in the back is actually, I don't think it's so important, and I would advise you not to visit the building because it's the courthouse. Unless you... Blandinium, de Blandijnberg, en dat is heden ten dagen het studentenkwartier. So, and of course Ghent has a very vivid and a very funky and a very important music scene. And it is a square known for the people on Sunday. They go there to buy plants and flowers. So that it goes like this, you go there and you buy a plant or a flower and then you start drinking water. Het kasteel van Gerard Arndt, he gave his name to this castle of the 13th century. One of the legends is that he beat his own wife to death to change her for a younger wife. This is what she did to save his life. So she heeft haar vader borstvoeding. So the painting is a father and daughter. I would say don't try this at home. Artist of Ghent, ROA, dus hij verstopt zich komen in Lisboa. So we go back to the medieval part of the city, we go to the right there. If you take a little boat and you go to the left or you Lisboa, of the house of Habsburg and symbol of the Emperor Charles V, Charles Carlos V, because he was born in Ghent. Blauw ligt een hommage aan de blauwe vogel van Maurice Maeterlinck. Het was echt van de paters van de Dominicaantjes. Isn't that interesting? Interessant, hè? Ja. Waarom doe ik dat nu? For drinking from the water side. Bier. De la bière. So beer is disinfected water. De kruiden desinfecteren de alcohol en het brouwproces. Miguel Sint Michiel, he protects the brewers. If you go to the south of Spain, you will see that you can drink Saint Michael in Malaga. It's the beer. So Michael also in Ghent protects the brewers. Sint Michiels is ook gebouwd met biergeld. The Church of Saint Michael. The brewers invested beer money in this church. It's only from 1930 and actually they say that it is an imitation, a copy of the Houses of Parliament. Nee, die was smal. It was the vismarkt of the vismijn. The tourist office zit erin. So this is today Ganda Riviera, but it is incorporated in what used to be the fish mine or the fish market from the 17th century. The tourist office is inside, and here you have a lovely design museum. In het Breidelstraatje zit een heel leuk 12e eeuws kasteel. Het is vandaag de dag. Uw fanclub staat daar op het bruggetje. Het is vandaag de dag het museum en de uitleg werd ingelezen door Vikings used to live, but this castle is 12th century. It is actually a copy of a Crusaders castle that still exists in Syria. Dus het is een kopietje van de Crac des Chevaliers tree, but it was not so comfortable and impossible to heat, so they transformed it into a brutal, dark, bloody court house. In this castle, people have been boiled alive, decapitated, tortured, and torn in 4 parts by horses. But historically, it is an interesting place to visit, so it's a museum today. So this was in the 17th century, the fish mine or the fish market. Where you see the people, it's the tourist office, you go in from the other side, and nicely separated with water. On this side you had the abattoir, the slaughterhouse and the meat market. No freezers, no fridges, only salt to keep the meat and the fish, that's why. So you have a lovely beer house here with a lovely Geneva bar. And then Geneva, you may think that is gin, but Geneva is stronger than gin. Geneva is like vodka. This the little wee boy from Brussels has a brother in Ghent and he's got 2 girlfriends in Ghent. The medieval part of the city of Ghent, paters Hollandaise op zoek naar gaan. En dan ziet u tegenover de oudste buurt van Ghent, Margareta la Radiosa de Dullegriet, is die woedende mevrouw Luider als the philosophical way of thinking behind it was that if a woman is angry, and restaurants on the other side. This is for instance a vegetarian. Ze moeten een doodskop kunnen zien. So what we said was the abattoir or the slaughterhouse over there. As we come closer, try to see if you can recognize a skull in the front façade. Dus de doodskop is Heilige Maagd, is de neus en de ogen zijn de ramen. So the Virgin Mary is the nose. Then you have two black eyes, they are the windows, and the doors are the teeth. If it's not clearly to you, if it's difficult to see, somebody told me that you can see the skull a lot better, you can see it very clearly if you first spent at least 2 or 3 hours in Ghent. We still had a quiet tour. From now on, the boats will be full and packed. Thank you very much, have a lovely day, and goodbye.
If you've only got a limited time in Ghent, then I would definitely recommend doing the canal tour, as it takes you past pretty much all the major sites. After the canal boat ride, we briefly stopped off at St Barth's Cathedral to look inside. And now we jump to Ghent Bell Tower to get a stunning view of the city. It also has an elaborate bell playing mechanism. And you can have a go at playing the bells yourself. Anyhow, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please do join us on our next adventure, and I'm going to leave you with 3 notes from Berlioz's Symphonie Fantastique.